So I was like, oh, that might be kind of cool with the glimmer, but I don't have.
Oh, I'm liking this lighting.
I don't have the glimmer glasses with the
You keep going. Oh, no, I'm saying you can walk through. I already took my photo.
Yeah, with glimmer glass.
I'll take it. I'll take a picture. I'll take your picture. Want me to take your picture?
Nah, we're good, man.
Because I can take your picture too. Check it out. Check it out. You got a picture with me?
Nah.
Check it out. What's your name, bro?
Dude.
You want to play games, bro? I'll put you down. Dude, right the fuck off. You piss off. Snap your fucking photo. Eat it, bro. Come on. Go home. If you ain't home right now, I'm walking.
Before I get started, here's a quick disclaimer. Following these tips isn't going to guarantee your safety in the event of a confrontation. I am not advocating violence towards any individual or groups. Check your city or country's laws on self-defense items, and at the end of the day, your gear isn't worth your life. My tips are not legal advice. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is David. I didn't want to start the video off with such heavy footage, but I feel like I wanted to drive home the point of today's topic, which is safety tips to keep in mind when shooting street photography. This happened yesterday night when Manny and I were out shooting, and we were harassed and confronted by a very aggressive individual who I guess felt threatened that we were taking pictures around the city, but we weren't photographing him specifically, but like the environment, because we were doing street photography. And he got a little too close to comfort for me and Manny, so we ended up in a situation where we potentially had to defend ourselves because this gentleman chose to escalate the situation by not leaving us alone. So we ended up reacting the way we did. Thankfully, it didn't escalate any further. Once security got involved, he took off and disappeared into the night like every other random stranger that you meet when you're doing street photography. So this incident kind of inspired tonight's video, and I hope you utilize some of these tips to potentially keep you safe. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that following these tips to a T are going to keep you safe, but this is just some of the stuff that I try to utilize when I'm out shooting with friends or even by myself. So with that said, or I guess disclaimer aside, let's just jump into the tips. As obvious as it sounds, this is probably one of the most important things to keep in mind when shooting street photography. People are less likely to confront you if you are with a group of friends or fellow photographers. There's always safety in numbers. If you own your own vehicle and can travel to a destination using said vehicle, then do so. This is a safe option to utilize. However, if you're traveling to a destination via public transit or on foot, it's best to keep your gear packed away until you reach the destination. Why? Because this will draw less attention to yourself, and you won't have to break down your stuff in the event that you need to get out of there quickly. Always be aware of your surroundings. If you're out shooting street photography, do not listen to music. You always want to be able to listen for someone following you or any suspicious noises in your immediate surroundings. Always be surveying the area. Look up, ahead of you, behind you, and so on. And if you see somebody following you, acknowledge them with a non-threatening hello there. This way, they're aware that you are aware of their presence, and if things get rough, leave the area immediately. If you are in a public space and are being followed or harassed by someone, call for help. Make a scene and draw as much attention to you and your would-be assailant. This might spook them off, and if you're still being followed or harassed, call for security or the police and ask for help. Now, keep in mind, if you find yourself in a situation where you aren't able to call for help, then you need to be ready to defend yourself, which leads us to our next tip. Don't be afraid to carry a self-defense item when you're out shooting. The most common item that people often carry is pepper spray. Big reason, it's non-lethal and temporarily blinds your would-be attacker from a safe distance, allowing you to make your escape. In my situation, I was prepared to use my pocket knife as a self-defense item should the situation have escalated. Thankfully, it didn't. So that's it. Hopefully you could utilize these tips to be safe when you're out shooting. I really hope you never have to run into a situation where you have to be in a compromised position and you have to defend yourself, or potentially get your stuff stolen or anything like that. And please, if you've ever been in a situation like this before, share it down below. I really want to read some of the comments and some of the stories pertaining to this, because I did the same thing on Instagram already, and a lot of people have been sharing a lot of different stories pertaining to something similar that happened to them, like you saw in this video. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, double tap the thumbs down button twice. Trust me, it works. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, be badass. Peace.